Hello guys, I'm going to show you these two Ford Mavericks we just finished. These are the two pickup trucks that we're doing for Do It Right Plumbing. And these were printed in 3M IJ2080, which is their new cast film that they have. I really like this film. It's really conformable. Let me show you the vehicle. The film is really conformable. Unlike the IJ180, the IJ180 is a really good film too, but I know there's a lot of times when we're wrapping, it has a lot of channel failures where, like, when you're doing something, you'll leave lines where the air release channels collapse, and it's a mess because we have to lift it up, heat it, push it back down. And I noticed on the IJ280 that doesn't happen. It's a really nice film. It conforms well. It has higher durability. It's a 7 to 10 year film, depending on the region that you live at. That's going to be for up and down areas, so vertical surfaces. Same warranty applies as always for the roofs and hoods, which is going to be a 1 year, depending where you're at. We are in Southern California, where it's considered a desert area. In the summer, it gets really hot, so the roof and hood tend to go out faster than everything else on the vehicle. On the last van that I was showing you guys, we were talking about Pantone colors. Pantone colors is this color right here. They use this color for all their marketing purposes. So one thing that we have to do is when we print their wraps, we have to make sure that we're always hitting this color. We don't change the files. Once we kind of set that color up, we don't change it. We print on the same profile. That's something that us as printers focus on. We use the same profile. We're using the 3M profile to make sure we hit the same color every time. Once in a while, there is a slight variation, but it's going to be very minimal. It's not going to be where, like, it looks teal and then next time it looks like a pine green. That's never going to happen. It's always going to be the same color, same shade. This side, this is a smaller vehicle, so I was able to print it all one piece from here all the way to the roof. It was actually up to here before it gets to the roof, and it's 53 inches, or the rolls come in 54, so I was able to do it all in one piece. That made the installation a little bit cleaner, because then we don't have to worry about lining up any of the panels. Usually what we'll do is we'll print this panel. Usually on larger vehicles, we'll print this panel as a one piece, the door as a second piece, the other door as a second piece, then the fender. But on this one, I was able to print just one big sheet that measured roughly, I want to say it was like 19 feet or something like that, by 53. We line it up, and then we just peel everything off and stick it on, which again just makes it a little bit easier on our part. I wish we could do it on every vehicle, but we can't. Some vehicles are bigger, so we're forced to do it in separate pieces, but we still match the seams. This just made it a lot easier for us. We got the front bumper done. We got their logo on the hood. As you can see, we got two vehicles. Again, when we're talking about the color matching, these colors have to match. We did the roof. Life expectancy on the roof is going to be, on these commercial vehicles, since they're not going to be garaged or kept like indoors, typical life expectancies are going to be 1 to 2 years on the hood, depending where you store them. I do have customers that garage their vehicles or keep them inside a warehouse, and they've seen up to 5 to 10 years on areas like that. But again, their vehicles are warehouse or garaged, so there's not a lot of sun damage or moisture that hits them in the morning, or sun that hits them throughout the whole day. Again, these two vehicles are matching. We did everything that the front bumper. We did remove the door handles. Door handles came off. We removed the mirrors. We also removed this plastic trim right here. We wrapped underneath the handles. As you can see, there's no misalignment issues. On this particular vehicle, the license is printed on here. That was per the customer. And the unit number was applied on top because they have different unit numbers, so we don't want to print that on there. Also, printing the license numbers and the unit numbers at once makes it a little bit harder to align everything when we're trying to align their website with the logo of their guy that they have here as their plumber, and then we have to align their door logo plus their phone numbers. It just makes it a lot harder to do. I prefer to put the license numbers on top, so like that we have full control of where they're going to go. But in this case, the customer marketing department wanted it printed on the vehicle. Same thing here. There's a lot of things we got to look for. You know, lining up the phone numbers, making sure the guy, the man that they have as their icon is on there, their logo, and the phone number, not the phone number, unit number just got applied on top. Same thing with this one. This one's that's unit number 202. This is unit 201. Something like this. People are probably wondering how much it costs. These could range anywhere from $3,800 to $4,500, depending on the design. If you provide the design, what materials you want. Again, this was printed on a 3M cast film. We do have cheaper alternatives if that's something you want. If something that you're going to be turning around faster, maybe your guys. These are vehicles that are going to be used for a company. Their employees are going to be driving them. Sometimes you have guys that really take care of them. Sometimes you have guys that don't. We've seen cars that come in really beat up. So we do have cheaper alternatives if you think, you know what, it's something that's going to be getting a lot of wear and tear, and we're probably going to be wrapping more often. Then we could use other materials that are going to be more cost effective, and it doesn't hurt as much when they damage it. You know, you can just replace that. Also expect to again, we're going to go back to the roof and hood. Expect to redo the hood and roofs in about a year, 2 years, depending again on your specific case. I mean, there's a lot of things that affect the durability, how you wash it, where you wash it, where you store it. I've had guys that do construction and painting that they come back in 6 months and the wrap's all messed up because they drop chemicals on there and the chemicals etch at the clear coat or the vinyl, and some of those have to get redone sooner than later. But yeah, also we tinted the windows on this. We used Expel CS 15% on the two front windows. I think it looks really good. It's dark, but you can still see inside a little bit. Once you go inside, the visibility from inside out, it's going to be great. And we also added a 30% tint on the back windows to make it like at about 10%, film in the darkness on the back. Now the 10%, what that means, it lets 10% of the light. Or when I say 15, it means it lets 15% of the light in. The lower the number, the darker it is. So if we're talking about 70%, it means it lets 70% of the light in, and that's going to be a lighter film. The lower the number, the darker the film is. But yeah, if you guys got any questions, reach out. OC Wraps in Brea. Thank you.